What is up, guys? It's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new transfer news, football news video. And today's topic is one of the most shocking and insane transfer news that I have for you guys. And the Chinese Super League is going crazy, and even people in China are starting to worry about this, because the latest is Sky Sports claim that Barcelona's Lionel Messi, arguably one of the best, if not the best player to ever play football, is the target of Hebei China Fortune, and they are offering him an absolute fortune, just like the club's name is. How funny is that? They are willing to offer Barcelona 500 million euros. That's like around 420, 430 million pounds. And also they are offering Messi 100 million euros a year after tax. And there are jokes about this, that Messi doesn't pay tax anyway, but let's forget about those jokes. That is 4 times his current salary. Would he consider signing for this club right now? Definitely not. I don't think so. But maybe in 2 or 3 years, or 3 or 4 years after Messi reached his peak, even though Barcelona want him to retire there, would Messi refuse this kind of offer? That's the big question, guys, and I would love to hear your opinion. These kind of videos is also about you guys, and mainly about you guys, because I love reading your comments and I love discussing these kind of crazy football topics, crazy football transfer news with you guys. So leave a comment right now. What is your opinion, first of all, on this Chinese league and this crazy money? The Chinese president, a couple of 2 or 3 years ago, said that he wanted China to become a football superpower, and I have my doubts about that, because there is really no history behind that, no tradition behind that. China don't really make the World Cup, they haven't really made the World Cup at any point, and they are creating this financial bubble in that, bringing in incredible superstars, incredibly high players. I already made a video about Oscar joining the Chinese league for crazy amount of money. But this is on another level, and the Chinese people are getting worried about this. Chinese state newspaper People's Daily warned the Chinese government and the investors that China's big spending football clubs shouldn't spend as big, and instead they should be focusing more on developing infrastructure, developing organization, more professional organization, because it's so weird that a Chinese club could spend an insane amount of money on one superstar like Messi, but already this club who has Messi, they already have players like Gervinho and Lavezzi, and they only finished in 7th place. Can you imagine, in the Chinese Super League, even though they have one of the most crazy budget in the world, they only finished 7th in the Chinese Super League. So Lionel Messi wouldn't even sign for the top club in China if he accepted this offer. So it's just crazy. And this very interesting article is saying that instead of buying so many superstars for such crazy money, they should first develop the infrastructure. They should also build new training facilities, improve the infrastructure of the stadiums, the area around the stadiums, and also to invest more money in the youth development, because I think mainly China's big breakthrough could be to focus more on youth development, to get more young Chinese kids to sign up for clubs, to play in the club's academies, and if there is a bigger pool of players to choose from, Chinese football will improve. And yes, you could argue that it's important to bring in superstars to the Chinese league so it becomes more attractive, and I think Lionel Messi going there would be just a huge marketing deal, as well as a huge improvement for the whole league. But they should also focus and spend big on youth development, on training facilities and everything else. The other crazy transfer talk is that Carlos Tevez, who's playing for Boca Juniors, and by the way, there was a big Argentina derby between River Plate and Boca Juniors lately, and Tevez scored a magnificent hat-trick in that game. So Carlos Tevez is wanted by Shanghai, the same club that wants to sign Oscar, and Tevez said that he could have played his last game for Boca Juniors, and he is thinking about accepting the crazy amount of money. But Tevez, I can understand that. He's like 33 years old. His best years are behind him, but Messi and Oscar, they should definitely not go to China, in my opinion. But it's very interesting that another Brazil international, Lucas Lima, who is the latest South American set to sign for a Chinese club, his agent claimed that they received an impossible to refuse offer. So they received such amount of money that it's basically, the agent said it's impossible to refuse it. And that's the kind of money that the Chinese club are offering players. And I think it's getting out of hand, it's getting crazy, when maybe this is just a marketing stunt that they are offering 500 million for Messi. I'm really interested to find out how long can this go on, because certainly the Chinese clubs will break the Chinese transfer record once again in this January transfer window. And there could be more superstars going to China in the near future, which kind of worries me. I really hope that the Liverpool players won't consider going to China for big money. But let me know, what do you think about this in the comments below. And at the moment I'm at my girlfriend's house, as you can see, but I'm still working on a Liverpool career mode episode later for today, and also later in the evening I'm going home, so you can expect more career mode videos coming very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you later. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.